Hey, welcome back my friends to another sprinkler supply store product overview. I'm sprinkler nerd Andy, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Irritrol valve. This happens to be the Irritrol 700 series valve, and this particular size is the 1.5" model. I believe it comes in, you know what, I'm gonna have to take a quick look on the models. Yes, it does come in a 3/4 inch, a 1 inch, 1.5", and 2 inch size. The one I have right here is the 1.5" size. And what makes this 700 series valve unique in the market is what is called the straight flow operation of the diaphragm. So most irrigation valves, the water goes up, over, and down. And with the straight through model, which I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the top off of this, you can see how this diaphragm is different. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. I'm gonna show you my screen. There we go, awesome. Glad that lined up. So in red is the 700 series by Irritrol, and you can see that it's the straight through flow path. So the water goes directly through the valve and it doesn't go up and over like a conventional valve. And the reason that's important is because anytime water has an obstruction, you have pressure loss due to friction and due to that sort of restriction in the water flow. So we went ahead and looked at the friction loss chart on the 700 series valve compared to other valves on the market from Rainbird, Toro, and Hunter. And it looks like for the same size valve, 1.5", this one has about 2 PSI less friction loss. So the other way to think about it is you'll have 2 PSI more at your sprinkler head. So if 2 PSI will make the difference in the distribution and the optimum pressure for you, then using the 700 series valve could be a good choice. And this is the most important aspect of the 700 series valve. So let's just go over a couple key things on this valve before I take the bonnet cover off. You have your flow control handle. This can be used to completely turn off the valve if you crank it all the way down. You can also use it to regulate the flow a little bit. I don't know if this is a slow closing valve, but you can use this, you know, in halfway position, 3/4, etc. Then you have your standard 24-volt solenoid, which can be converted to a DC latching solenoid if you're going to put this on a battery system. And then, like most Irritrol valves, or really any valve, you have this convenient handle on the solenoid for manual operation. So instead of turning the solenoid counterclockwise or clockwise for opening and closing, you can just simply grab the handle, and then it's got the handy dandy on and off indicator on it, right there. And again, all normally closed valves, which are 99% of all irrigation valves, should always be off. So don't get that confused. It should be in the off position. Off means automatic. If it is on, then the diaphragm will lift, water will be allowed to pass through, and your control system will not be able to turn it off electrically. So make sure that it is in the off position. What I'm gonna do now is pause this recording, take the bonnet cover off because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. So I'm gonna save you that time and we'll bounce right back. All right, welcome back. I have loosened the screws on the bonnet cover. I'm gonna flip the camera over here and let's go ahead and take the bonnet off. Here we go. We'll just set that to the side, take a look at it in just a minute. Here is the diaphragm. You'll notice by design, it is a completely different setup than most irrigation valves. It's almost like a toilet plunger, if you will. Let's go ahead and drop all of these parts out of here. So this would be the actual bottom of the diaphragm, which opens and closes to allow that straight flow through of water. So right away, you can tell there's many more pieces to the inside of this valve. 1, 2, it looks like this piece is all connected. 1, 2, and this looks like just, you know, the retainer, the diaphragm seat, if you will. And again, to get this back in, it does look like this metal hinge portion fits nicely like that. And I think if you see, you know, where the water goes from this side through, it is almost like a plunger where the valve diaphragm just opens like this. Okay, so that sits there. And then so I don't know, this is kind of like the top of a diaphragm. Sits there. Oh, nope, I had that backwards. Then you have your diaphragm seat. Then the top, so it's a three-part system. And then the bonnet fits on like that. And again, I hope this was helpful. Sometimes it is helpful to see the insides of a valve because a picture just doesn't do it justice. And if you wanna repair yours, now you know what exactly is inside this valve and maybe what to look for. And if you have any additional questions or we can help you with any parts of your Irritrol system or your Rainbird Toro Hunter, your valves, sprinklers, drip, controllers, you name it, we're here for you, happy to help. You can reach us by phone, chat, and email. And until the next Sprinkler Supply Store product overview, happy sprinkling. We'll talk to you then.